Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the show on this wonderful Saturday. Yes, we're here this evening live. I'm your host, Hezekiah. And once again, we're joined by my beautiful co-host, Frauditor News Network. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and our very special guest tonight, the one and only Arty's Corporate Fiction. That's right, we're going to have a great time, lots of fun, including our mystery butter brain douche canoe of the day, featuring an appearance by Radical Brittany. And as always, our show is sponsored by the Graham and Bob Show and Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and enjoy the show. All right, hello, everybody. Welcome to the show on this beautiful Saturday. Great to see so many beautiful people here, as always. I got the best fans in the world. Thank you guys for joining us. And don't forget, we always start the show before we do anything else with our super, ultra, mega, hardcore, unbelievable, THX certified, George Lucas approved special effects extravaganza. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today's an amazing day. Not only is the one and only Cupcake from Frauditors Network here, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have Arty's Corporate Fiction.
Yay!
Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Great to have you guys here. Go ahead, buddy.
Hi, everybody. I am Arty of Arty's Corporate Fiction. I am an attorney licensed in New York and New Jersey. My channel focuses largely on sovereign citizens with a dabbling of First Amendment auditors here and there. And yeah, I also, have some enjoy myself with some breakdowns of body camera footage, but most part, it's all about talking about pseudo law and pseudo legal nonsense. So glad to have you guys with me. Glad to be here. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. And if there is anyone here who is not subscribed to Arty's Corporate Fiction, what the hell is your problem? Get over there.
Don't subscribe.
For real. One of the
best
Yes.
So this is surprising. I now have capability of highlighting chats. All the stuff I couldn't do before. That's weird.
Thank Ray for that. She taught me how to upgrade your.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Ray. That's awesome. Like, whoa, this is new.
Yeah, I had no idea how to use half of this stuff. And she's like, no wonder they told me I need to be your producer. Oh, you got to do this and do that and fix it all. But anyway.
All right, Ray. Yay, Ray. All right, thank you.
So we're going to start out with an older video that I made that is relevant for the situation and for our guests this evening, featuring, ladies and gentlemen, I got this is Hez with the Fez. Arty has told me he hasn't seen this yet, so I cannot wait to show it to him. This is a video I made a few years ago. I think he's going to recognize it. Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, the tale of the Sovereign Citizen Watchdog Movement's ultimate mic drop.
Citizen Watchdog Movement's ultimate mic drops.
We start with that News 4 exclusive. A Newark home taken over by an alleged extremist group that not only changed the locks, but actually claimed ownership over the property. And that's
who the hell is this guy?
Residency battle. News 4's Checky Beckford joins us live to explain what happened when police showed up. And
never seen it before.
Has quite the story to tell. Yeah, as you mentioned, Gilma, quite the bizarre story. Let me just set the scene for you. This home was bought by a woman, a first-time home buyer. She was excited to move in, but had to get through all of the red tape to do renovations on the previously bank-owned property. She was finally able to get the keys last week, but the house, as you mentioned, was taken over by a man who put up a Moorish flag in the window and refused to come out.
At the end of the day, this our shit, and we coming for our shit, whether you like it, whether your grandma like it, whether your mom like it. Well, we don't give a fuck no more.
Let me tell you this, Lyrica. You can say I'm not allowed to be here. You can call me a foreigner. You can call me an immigrant. but I'm going to tell you here that I'm here to stay. I was born here. I live here. And if you try to take me out of my property, come and take it.
That means nothing to me. That means
if we have title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right, I want your money, and I want.
To quote my good friend Arty, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
Spit in my face.
Take it,
Spit in my
bitch.
face.
She spit in my face.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Stop, little thick dude.
All right. So anyway, that was my little Uncle Arty, Arty's Corporate Fiction and Schrodinger's Cat inspired remix.
That was awesome.
Hey, everybody loves it. Everybody but me. Okay, because I'm supposed to be a professional. I'm supposed to kind of keep my emotions in check. But that lady in particular, the one I was initially talking to, she was being a what? But but it was the other one. She was really getting on my nerves, and yeah, it completely slipped. I regretted it the instant that it came, the words came out of my mouth, because I knew I was going to get kicked, and sure enough I did. And then that's when they said they denied that I was a Puerto Rican and were so sure that I was Jewish. But that's that I'm used to that by now.
Right. Oh man. Yeah, but that's a classic moment. That is like the classic Arty.
And you're right. It is. It's in Watchdog memedom forever. As much as I hate it, but it is what it is.
Well, and that was it. And like the Schrodinger thing, he immortalized it even further. But he's like, well, in the words of my good friend Arty.
Yep. He did it too. Like Schrodinger. R.I.P. He amplified it so much more.
I want to start using it now. I like it. Would that be okay? I really want to start using it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 1999 from Cast Graphics. I need a happy dance. But let's call it the News Now Voodoo Hater Taser Junkies. I'm joking. Have a great stream. Thank you, Cast, for the 1999. And here's your happy dance. All right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so very much. So anyway, let's move forward. So have you been following the Jamal Latimer case since he got out of prison after the standoff?
It's one of those things, again, it's reminding myself that I got to start making a journal to like follow and follow up on topics and updates that people give me that I think are interesting, but I completely forget the next day.
Right,
I've known of Jamal and I've seen, I'm just sub to the channel, so I've seen some of his updated videos, and some of them, and so I'm aware of a few of the videos that he's uploaded since he got out that are cringe. I'm eager to know which one you're going to be focusing on here.
Right. Well, first, it looks like we got two Australian from Griffey. Oh no, he wants me to tase the voodoo doll. Uh-oh. All right, so let's get a quick tasing out of the way, and then we'll get back onto the videos. Oh boy, this is going to be crazy. Headphone warning if you're not used to the tasings. Hold on.
Oh boy. I heard you got a lawyer here, Hez. Let me see him. Show me the lawyer. What the hell is that? Man, I want a real lawyer, like the one from Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. Come on, man. This guy, he's like a legit lawyer, and you know us frauditors, we think legit lawyers are all on the take, man. And we know the law better than they do, so I'm a law expert. And I say that I know everything because I'm a frauditor. So there, what are you going to do about it? Oh, no. All right.
Make him twerk.
That's right. We got to tase that voodoo doll for talking crap. He's a frauditor. You can tell he's got his fake press pass, his tiny black little heart. He's got his handcuffs he broke out of, his untied shoes because he don't know how to tie his shoes. He's even got rotten teeth. All the typical signs of a frauditor.
Well, no, not so much because a lot of frauditors just don't have teeth. Not that they're rotten out; they're just not there.
Not just rotten teeth, but none.
Not naming names.
I got a couple shorts with this idiot. This is first of all, I wanted to play this one because I thought it was fascinating what he's saying here, and I wanted to get your opinion on this. Let's see. Let's get in this idiot. Here we go.
Those who are opposed to our people's right to self-determination will often say, well, prove you're a Moor. When we see Chinese people, we don't ask them to prove that they're Chinese.
Who are you?
You.
No, not me, you.
Yes, I am you.
Just answer the damn questions. Who are you?
When we see Germans, we don't ask them to prove that they're Germans.
You ain't lying.
Well, you never asked me to prove I was black. You never asked me to prove I was Negroid. How is it that on my grandmother who's living today, on her birth certificate, it says Negroid, but on mine, it says black? How is she a completely different race than me? Why aren't you asking us to prove that we're black? Why aren't you asking us to prove that we're Negroid? Why aren't you asking us to prove that we're Negroes? Why is it that every time our people assert their right to self-determination, there's hostile pushback as if we're doing something wrong? If we indeed have the right to self-determination, then just like people identify as animals, people identify as whatever gender they want.
Does he look like a bitch?
Why is it so wrong for us to say, hey, there is a group of people who have been historically known as Moors, and we're claiming to be descendants of those people? How is that taking someone else's identity?
So what do you think about that nonsense?
Where do you... I should have gotten out my notepad and taken, because there's so much.
Right?
So I'll go to the first one. I'll go to the first one where, well, the first one I'll go to is about his grandmother versus him. Well, I don't know if he knows this, but I imagine, given his age, that in his grandmother's time, the racial classification of his grandmother would be considered Negro or Negroid, because different times, probably 1950s or 40s, or no, what? If he's talking about his grandmother's birth certificate, we're talking about probably the 1930s or 1940s. Yeah, so Negro or Negroid would be the standard term of what we now would consider to be black, because those classifications have fallen out of favor. It's still that the term, the race is the same. The term is simply evolved over time.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, is more a race? I don't think so.
No.
The whole issue involving race is probably something that we could spend hours on talking about the potential distinctions and similarities between race and ethnicity and everything in between that. We don't have enough time in here to talk about that. But the issue that we're having here is you're already presuming a fact that you are Moorish or a Moor, and you're not even talking about the of what mainstream history would tell us of the Moorish people would be those who resided in, I think, in northern Africa. Yeah, you're not even claiming that. You're trying to ascribe Moors as though you were descendants of Moors who supposedly lived here and in this continent, which is ahistorical. So we have to go there. And even if I were to buy all of that, well, the problem is you could try and claim self-determination, but self-determination of what? What do you mean by self-determination? If we're going to talk about what you if we're going to go with what Jamal probably thinks of, what we think of what he says is that he's trying to elevate himself to a specialized status that absolves him from adhering to the existing jurisdiction that exists in you, which for him it'd be Rhode Island, the state of Rhode Island, because that's where he and his friends are from. I went to law school in Rhode Island, so I think he said it was like in Pawtucket. I think that's where he said he was.
Yeah.
I recall that town. Anyway, but that's not even how that works, because even Native Americans, indigenous people, whatever your classification is, even Native Americans, if they're when they come off the reservation, they still subject to the laws of the state of Massachusetts and the federal government. But he wants the way I'm sorry, I don't want to blather on, but the way the way I visualize how these guys want themselves to operate in terms of what they're asking for is that they want to have this sort of bubble of jurisdictional immunity, where we are descendants of this land, this continent, therefore we have a specialized status, and it doesn't matter who is in actual control or has an actual authority or recognized authority. We want this shield that says our personalized jurisdiction follows us wherever we go. We don't have to do anything. That's what he wants. That's not how it works for anybody else, any other indigenous peoples across the entire world. I could be wrong. I could be wrong somewhere. I don't know. But as far as I know, even people where they have some level of autonomy within a grander state, they are still subject to to the prevailing authority of that grander state if they leave the geographic area. Oh my god, I got something caught in my throat.
You okay?
Yeah.
These people have the same effect on me.
If you need to go grab something to drink,
Oh, what the hell happened to you? Something got caught. Anyway, but that's basically it. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. There's plenty else that was wrong there. Oh, his whole thing, like, well, Germans don't have to prove they're German. Well, Germany has their own country. Chinese people don't have to prove they're Chinese. Well, China has its own recognized nation. I don't even know what he was trying to. I don't even know what he was getting at with that point. So I'm just gonna, you know what? Screw it. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's just, and that's the most frustrating thing when it comes to Moors and sovereign citizens in general, but Moors especially, is that they pile on multiple false premises in order to come to their conclusion. And the thing is that if you were to accept all of their false premises, then yeah, maybe their conclusion might be true. But I have to go back and debunk all of the false premises.
Yeah.
How can I do that when this guy can blather and make a whole bunch of BS in a 2-minute or less TikTok, and I have to spend 20 minutes trying to debunk everything? That's what makes it tough.
Right. And another thing too, like when you were talking about at the beginning, when he's like, well, Germans don't have to prove they're German, Chinese don't have to prove they're Chinese. But again, well, none of them are claiming that because they don't have to follow our rules and laws. And so of course no one's asking them to prove it for that reason.
I mean, if you're trying to prove that if a German is trying to say, if it's, I'm trying to think of, I'm trying to rationalize an idiot.
Right? How do you?
That's the problem.
Like the way
You're trying to rationalize.
is like, so like a Chinese person Well, it doesn't even work because in America we're heterogeneous
Arty,
in America.
you know what? This is the frustration that I feel.
We can do a 23 and me, but whatever. Go ahead.
You know, at some point you have to say, "Okay, Mar, I'm gonna have a heart attack. It's not worth it. It makes no sense. Let it go. They're idiots. That's it." At some point.
That's an easy way to.
But he's
they're dumb.
Yeah. So, like he says, like a German doesn't have to prove they're German. Well, if they're trying to claim that they're a German citizen, then yeah. Then they would have to show like a passport or something. If they're in a foreign country and they need to, then they're like, say they're charged with a crime in the UK or the United States, and they, in a part of our treaties that they're entitled to get in contact with the German consulate. If they're being charged with something here, then if they want that, then yeah, they have to provide evidence that they're not a U.S. citizen, they're a German national, and by that they do have to do that.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway.
There are situations where they do have to prove it. So anyway, that's great. So that was his self-determination video. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, Jamal Latimer isn't done yet. There's more. Oh yeah.
Oh God.
This guy doesn't know how to shut his mouth, and I had to hear what you think about this. Check this out. And yes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here, wait, no spoilers. I'll just play it and see what you think about this one.
Here's an example of someone getting their property back based on mortgage fraud.
Oh God damn, he has a
First National
TikTok music too. Sorry, go ahead.
Just like this real estate book explains, you can win your property back after foreclosure based on fraud. Here in this case, it's about a foreclosure proceeding by the First National Bank of Montgomery against the defendant, Jerome Daly. The judge stated that the plaintiff, meaning the bank, is not entitled to recover the possession of the property based on the foreclosure because of a failure of lawful consideration. The note and mortgage dated May 8th, 1964 is null and void. And the sheriff's sale, meaning the foreclosure of the property, is null and void and of no effect. The judge then explains how the bank did not create any money simply by writing down a number on a piece of paper. So since there was no actual transfer or loan of any money, meaning there's a failure of lawful consideration, then the mortgage itself is void. That's literally what this book is all about. This book also has templates on the validation of debt, cease and desist orders, and notice of intents to sue, depending on where you are in the process of a foreclosure or a debt collector trying to collect anything from you, whether it be a car loan, student loan, or some type of debit card or other bank loan. The link to all these books are in my bio. The principle is the same. Where there is a loan, there is a lender, typically a bank, and a borrower, typically you. And you sign what is known as a promissory note. A promissory note is just a promise or the contract where the lender, typically a bank, agrees to actually give you something. And in turn or in return, once you receive it, then you're obligated to make payments on it. The issue between, or the primary issue is the fact that the lender, the lending agency, the bank, or the mortgage broker or the car dealership or whoever never actually gave you any money. It's simple. And since they actually never gave you anything, they're in promissory, they can have committed promissory fraud. They're the ones in default, and they're in breach of fiduciary duty. So they can't claim that you owe them something when they never gave you anything in the first place.
So they physically have to hand you cash for it to be official, I guess, huh?
Okay.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, I saw your jaw drop for a second while watching that.
Minnesota, this is the Credit River case. Is this what? Let me see here. This is in Minnesota.gov, the state's legal library. Jerome Daly was an attorney in Minnesota and also the defendant in an unlawful detainer action in the Justice of the Peace Court in Credit River Township where Martin V. Mahoney was the Justice of the Peace. In this case, First National Bank Montgomery versus Jerome Daly, the bank was seeking possession of the property that it had already foreclosed the mortgage on. The jury decided against the bank. The landowner's defense had been that the bank had not lent him any actual money, but had simply created credit on its books, and therefore, since nothing of value had been advanced by the bank, it was not entitled to the property that had been given to it as security for the loan. Although Daly did not ultimately prevail, this case has been celebrated by many of those groups and individuals that practice law on the edge, as we call it in our Pathfinder to Law on the Edge, sovereign citizens, common law courts, patriot groups, tax protesters, et al.
Important. It didn't prevail. Very important there.
And then there's actually more lore here. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, because I haven't heard of this case before. This Montgomery versus Daly.
Well, I'm glad I brought it up.
And you'll never unhear it now.
He was Daly was eventually disbarred.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because of wait, did Daly go soft sit? Oh my God! Hold on, an attorney. Although the state of I might have to do a little bit more digging into this, because this is interesting.
Look what you did, Hez.
Great. This is why I picked the videos I picked. I wanted to give Arty something, It isn't just like the same.
To destroy his life with.
There's even a wiki on this. I didn't realize this.
Oh wow.
We just lost our guest. Thanks.
Well, no, let's go back.
The immediate.
No, this is great. I'm loving this.
Hold on. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is from the wiki description. The immediate effect of the decision would have been that Daly would not have been required to pay the mortgage debt or relinquish the property. However, the bank appealed the next day, and the decision was ultimately nullified on the grounds that a justice of the peace did not have the power to make such a ruling. So I guess he made the argument was in the improper court. And although this is back in the Minnesota.gov, after noting that he was making a special appearance which is a soft set red flag.
Yep.
Again, this is an attorney. He's an admitted barred attorney that's making these arguments. This is like finding a unicorn. When they exist. I have seen it before. Don't get me wrong. I've seen it before, but they're like unicorns. Very rarely you find actual attorneys go soft sit. Yeah. After saying that he was making a special appearance, Mr. Daly, an attorney at law, acknowledged that both he and the Justice of the Peace, apparently the judge who ruled in his favor, intentionally violated the order of Justice Peterson because, in their opinion, neither this court nor Justice Peterson had jurisdiction to issue it.
Jurisdiction, drink. You got your bingo card.
This nullified the case, and its reasoning has nevertheless been recited by groups opposing the Federal Reserve and fractional reserve banking, soft sits, etc., etc., etc. The defendant, and then here's the next part of the wiki, real quick. The defendant, Jerome Daly, was a longtime tax protester. He was convicted of willfully failing to file a federal tax return for the years 1967 and 68. In rejecting this appeal, the Court of Appeals of the Eighth Circuit said defendant's fourth contention involves a seemingly incessant attack against the Federal Reserve and monetary system of the United States. His apparent thesis is that only legal tender dollars, end quote, are those which contain a mixture of gold and silver, and that only those dollars may be constitutionally taxed. This contention is clearly frivolous. Daly had been an attorney, but was later disbarred by the decision of the Minnesota Supreme Court in a case similar to the Credit River case involving the same Justice of the Peace, in which this who is this judge? So yeah, I might have to do a whole stream on this thing because this is wild. This is new lore for me to look at. All right.
This is awesome. I'm glad that I could do this. This is like I'm pumped. It's like I said, I was trying to pick videos. I'm like, I want to find something that Arty will really sink his teeth into. And sure enough, I hit right off the bat. All right. This is great. Halfway to the super dance. By the way, I owe Miss Mandy and I owe Billy Yank both happy dances for their super chats. So here's 2 in a row. All right. Ah, crap. Okay, yes. All right, so now wait, you want to see the kicker? So while he was reading all that, he was reading it from a book, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to see the book? This is my favorite part of the whole thing right here. Here we go. It's from, this is the book right here. It's from riseofthemoors.org. He wrote it, and it's only $37.99. His financial literacy debt cancellation document is only $39.99. The Master Trust and Real Estate Pack, both of them, is only $189.99.
On sale, even. Damn.
Wow.
From the original price of $277.98. Damn, what a steal.
And that's just, these are all just for the PDF files. So you print them out yourself. Mortgage fraud, how to stop foreclosure for $99.99. Secure your assets for $24.99. See, he wrote all these books himself. So, no, this isn't a money-making scam. Nah. It's all legit. Oh, man. riseofthemoors.org is like a treasure trove of insanity. Oh, man. So, anyway, let's get into... oh, wait a minute. People want hard copies for these prices.
True.
Miss Mandy said,
Not
it's
something
on
that-
sale. I got to buy it. What were you saying, Arty?
Not what I was gonna say. Yeah, you want hard copies, not something that you can get like from made at a FedEx Kinko's. Do those even exist anymore? I don't even know. But yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm not sure what question Billy Yank's referring to, but he didn't get an answer.
What was it?
He wanted to know.
He wants to know why Jamal's not in jail right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, if I'm being honest. I know at least 1 or 2 of the guys in that group pled guilty. Took deals already. I think I can't recall if Jamal's out, like out, because I think a handful of them were dismissed. Because of the prosecutor, though. Because the prosecutors wouldn't adhere to the deadline set by the judge at the time. I don't know if that was for all the rest of them or what. But yeah. And unfortunately, it sounds like Jamal and a couple of them got away with it. Unless I was able to see whether or not the prosecutors were planning to refile charges, but I don't know.
Yeah, I tried to look into it earlier. And there's so many articles written about the whole case in general that I couldn't find specifically why he in particular wasn't, in there. But let's see if we could take a moment to have a little bit of fun here. Ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your favorite game.
I never did.
Who's that douche-canoe? All right, can anyone guess who that is?
Rogue Nation?
Rogue Nation?
No, we've done Rogue Nation before.
What do you think it is? Guess. Long Island Audit. Miss Mandy guesses Long Island Audit.
I was thinking Long Island Audit too.
Yeah, with the baseball cap.
With the Yankees baseball cap, I hate him.
Let's see. We got Unclean Hands with Accountability for All. Thomas EG1 Glenn Serio.
Oh, it could be. You know what? That could be accountability because of the glasses. You know what? I'm gonna side with him. I'm gonna say accountability for all. I'm gonna say it's Josh.
Oh, Unforgiven Jerry says Terminator. I did him last week. Lucky Laptop News says Scott Ammo. Holt News says Parson 1122. Jeremiah Payne says Leland Squirrels. Oh, Woodwork is happy to see you here. All right, excellent. We're all happy to see Arty here tonight. It's audit
Oh
time!
no! Isn't that fantastic?
Oh yeah, that's go boy. Audit
And
time.
now, with a few words about our butterbrain douche canoe of the day, our correspondent, Radical Brittany.
Yeah! All right! Woohoo!
Radical Brittany here.
Yay!
Them barf me out. This butterbrain and his stupid boy fetish, like, ugh. What a dickweed. Seriously? Douche canoe. What do you do with all that paper? Fire kindling, homemade confetti, waste paper basketball practice, a sex toy origami. Can you even read a budget? Like, what's your damage, Noid? Oh, this is Radical Brittany. Back to you, Hez.
Yay, Radical Brittany! Woohoo!
All right.
That was a nice surprise. Didn't expect Radical Brittany. All right, Rich of Hearts, thank you.
Billy Yank for $5. Law-abiding gun owners are nearly outlawed in MA, but the Moors got away with it. What world do we live in, right? Ugh.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that they have them. They have them dead to rights.
Right? That whole situation was. They were obviously wrong.
Anyway. It's like they don't. It's not like they were stopped this. All right, I don't want to get into the details of it because we could be here all day. But I don't know how. I don't know what the prosecutors were doing. To let it slide like that, to where the judge is like, y'all are taking so much time. Either get your act together, or I'm dismissing this. And yeah, it's
crazy.
I blame the prosecutors of all things. Yeah.
That whole situation. So what do you think? I don't know how much you know about audit, but like his whole shtick is he just goes to every government building he can and requests FOIA forms and then fills them out and then gets them. And he gets these, like every video he makes, he gets like these stacks of papers that are like this thick of all the stuff he requested and then does nothing with it. He just does it because that's what he does.
He does more than that.
Yeah, but I mean, with the information, once he has it, like, what does he do with it? He just has a stack of paper he keeps in his room. Like, I don't know. It just seems silly to me.
I don't know if I want to know what he does with it. He's not a normal person.
Toilet paper, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, those. It's annoying because you're right. I doubt he does anything constructive with them, and all that does
definitely.
is it not only wastes the time of the agency to try and fulfill the request, it also, by virtue of tying up the agency to do whatever he's asking for or get whatever he's getting, it wastes the time of people who actually want information to do something with that information and want to get something from their government, and they're being stuck because they got to wait for the municipality to take care of this clown. So
right. Yep. I get the same feeling when these people pay their tickets in change. You know, like they think they're doing something, making some big statement by paying in change. It's like all you're doing is wasting the time of the people who have to count that could be working on something more important.
Wasn't there a
well, that's the
Frauditor
thing. They don't consider government workers as people. So
right.
That's true.
They're my slaves. They're my servants. Oh man.
Wasn't there a Frauditor who did that recently? Paid with like 70 pounds or something like that. And
That was the Tyrant Terminator.
Yeah.
I just did that video the other day. Yeah. He had to pay whatever, just pour the change in there. What's the problem? That's American money. Why don't you count it? It's like, at least he didn't just do all pennies like some of them have done in the past. Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going, don't forget that we're here today with my co-host, Frauditor News Network, my producer, Ray, and of course, once again, big round of applause and a big thank you for joining us, Arty's Corporate Fiction. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Let's go ahead and move forward and get into our next video. This is a little bit more fun one. This is a body cam footage from the Karen cam. It's called Drunk Son Fights Dad and Then Kidnaps Mom.
Oh my God. All right. That's cool.
That's a mouthful.
Well, there's a headline.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So let's go check that out.
Getting a lot of
nobody. No.
Is it frozen for anybody else?
Yeah.
It has.
Uh-oh.
Yes, you're frozen.
He's getting Comcasted. I'm sorry.
3rd, 2021, an elderly couple attempted to drop off their son named David Clegg at the Courtesy Inn. Upon their arrival at the hotel, Clegg had an altercation with his father and refused to exit the car. Subsequently, Clegg took matters into his own hands, jumping into the driver's seat and driving away with his mother still in the vehicle. In a state of panic, Clegg's father dialed 911 seeking assistance from authorities. The police, alerted to the situation, swiftly located the car and initiated their efforts to stop it. However, the driver, David Clegg, was determined not to surrender. What followed was a harrowing high-speed pursuit as officers relentlessly pursued Clegg's car.
You need to get out of the car! Get out of the car now! Do it now! Get out of the car! We're here to help! Hey, let's get some guys. I'm gonna go get her out of the car.
Hey, watch yourself. He's reaching.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! You ready? Let's just get mama. All right. Come on out here, baby. Take your seatbelt off. Grab my hand. Grab my hand. All the way to the back. Come on. Keep your hands where we can see them.
Did you know anything about
Keep your hand. I got it. I got it.
Did you know anything about it?
Still in the door.
Yeah, I can't.
Get out of the car!
Get out of the car
Oh man, mom's old. Really old. Oh, hey, you just lifted the dog in there.
Get out of the car!
Hold on. No.
Get out of the car!
Stretch.
That's a tool.
Hey, Florida Roundup. Good to see you.
Hold on. Hey.
John, get back. We got it. Let's go. Get out of the car! Come on.
All right, I'll stop. Is this backup? All right.
What?
All right, cool.
You got it.
No. I win in 30 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003.
What is happening right now?
Who's who?
Give me your hand. Let
Who's
go!
who?
Let go of his arm.
They're all piled on the guy.
Who's who?
I know they're. Well, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is he talking about.
Hey,
No, shut up. You gonna let me free tonight? No change.
you're
No
gonna let me
metal.
see tonight.
You got the address and no metal on it. Hey. Hey. Are these things gold plated? My haircuts are supposed to be gold. Who's who? Who's who? What? I'm supposed to have a certain mark on me in the Summit County. All right. So what's gonna happen? We're gonna stand up. You understand me? I'm gonna give you some what knife? We're gonna stand up, and you're not gonna resist at all. You understand me? You understand me? I'm not going to jail though. Are you gonna put me in the county? This is my county. You know what county it is? Hey, look, there's the real place. This is 51 right here, right? I didn't hurt nobody. The big boys gonna know.
Well, it was a state problem. That's a fake guy. That's one of yours. Hey, look at my eyes. They bloodshot. I looked at one camera for a reason. Laundry mat. Now, don't call the cops and don't say another word. But that's my mom. Where's she at? That's my mom, and you switched it. I never got out the car. He knows. You don't know though, because I
There's a
fucking
nut.
made barriers, right? There's a certain place, and they switch them with the ship. Somebody's got one. Who's got it? Who's got one? He switched.
Part of me think like, is this an act? But he might just be schizoing out. I don't know.
Yeah, there's obviously something wrong with this dude.
Here's a certificate of authenticity. You want to help me? No. Which ship am I going? What car am I supposed to be in? Turn around. Wrong car. Right there, number 6. Close the door. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm okay, I guess.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just wondering how the hell this all happened.
Yeah. Well, your husband called 911 back there when you guys were at the Courtesy Inn. He told us what he did.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let you out, or what?
He would not. He wouldn't even let me go pee. I peed on myself.
Oh my.
And he had me every place. And when this was going on out here, I kept saying, Dave, please just stop the car. I said, the tires are flat. I know they're flat. I said, I think they're on fire. And then something started banging. He ruined that car.
Oh yeah.
And the thing of it is, we had a Buick, and about a month ago, we were driving down the dang street, and a dang deer run out in front of it, and we hit it.
Yeah.
I said, oh my gosh, now this. We do have a truck.
So how do you end up getting in the driver's seat?
We took, and this is my fault here. He called us. He was at a bar in Akron called the Tonic Bar, and it's a bad bar. So Rick said, just stay there.
Sounds like a
we'll
dive
come
bar.
and get you and take you back, because he's been staying in a motel in Akron and working in Barberton at JR Wheel.
Yeah.
He says, and we'll come back and pick you up because it's cold.
Right.
Wind, and he says, and we'll take you back over there.
Right.
So we went up there, and Rick says to me, and took him back, which Rick said, he said, we shouldn't put him in the car. We shouldn't put him in the car. He says he's acting too crazy. So we take him back over there to that motel. He would not get out of our car.
Wouldn't get out.
He would not get out of the car. And Rick said, did you pay the rent yesterday? Because I thought maybe he didn't pay the rent and he couldn't get back in the motel. Because the rent was due yesterday.
Okay.
Or no, the rent was due today. But we told him to pay it last night. And Rick
Too
said
damn high.
He paid it. Rick went into the office and asked that lady, did he pay the rent?
Yeah.
Or we thought maybe he was stalling getting out of the car because he didn't have the rent paid. He spent the money in that darn bar.
Yeah.
It's always kind of interesting to
She
me
said,
too.
no,
Like
his rent's paid.
some of these people, like when they
Just
get
paid for
going,
another
like what
week.
happened? What
That's he
happened?
pays
And
for those motels.
oh, well, we were in a car accident a few weeks
And
ago.
we
And there
have
was a
3
deer jumped in
weeks
front
in
of the
on
car,
that
but then we were in the hotel.
Okay, hon, so how do you
Okay,
get
but
back? How
what
do you get in the
happened today?
driver's seat?
Oh, how he got in the driver's
Probably
seat
so
was
nice and patient, of course.
Rick was in the
Of course, yeah.
I was in the passenger. I never have had a driver's license. I've
Okay.
never drove.
So okay.
And Rick was in the driver's seat, and Dave started hitting at Rick. So Rick jumped out. He says, I might be 72 years old. He said, but he says, I'm going to kick your ass. And they were fighting, and Dave jumped in the driver's seat.
Oh, so when Rich got out, Dave jumped over the
Dave
seat, got in the
jumped
driver's seat.
I was in the passenger side,
Yeah.
and Rick was out right here, and I don't know. Rick was sitting there. He said, I might
Look
be
at Rube.
72 years old. He says, I'm gonna
This feels very
Rich said
Florida.
you were screaming in the car. That's why he called
I
911.
I was screaming.
What were you telling Dave?
Stop!
Okay. He
Because
wouldn't
I was
let you
sitting-
out.
He would not let me out. Would
Okay.
not. I said, Dave, you're holding me hostage.
Yeah.
He had me down in Alliance. I only know that because I seen the sign that said Alliance.
Yeah.
He had me back in Rogues Hollow, and I mean up in Akron someplace. I don't know, and I don't know how.
What about what was he saying when you were asking him to stop when all these police cars were behind him?
He just kept going. I'm the one hollering, Dave, stop.
Still
I said,
wouldn't stop.
You're just making it worse. He says, I'm going to just jump out and run. I said, Dave, I can't drive. What am I going to do?
Jump out and run.
I said, I've never had a driver's license in my life. I said, stay in the seat. I said, if you jump out of this car and start running, I said, somebody's going to shoot at you.
Yeah.
I said, stay in the seat. Don't you
Probably.
dare run. So he listened to that part. He didn't get out.
Yeah, he definitely should have been listening to you the whole
I said,
time.
You're going to wreck this car.
All right.
And we were even over at the trailer court and went right by our road. We live in 40 Corners Trailer Court down in Massillon.
Okay.
And I said, Dave, just go in so I can get my medicine. I need to get my medicine.
Right.
How long have you not had your
True.
medicine, ma'am?
Since
Yep.
8 o'clock.
Since
this
all
morning.
this started? No, not all. Since 8 this morning?
8 this morning, and I was supposed to take it again at 8 tonight.
Okay. So it's now, what, 3 o'clock in the morning, so you're a little overdue, huh?
Uh-huh.
All right, well, so with that being said, EMS is coming to check you out. We got an ambulance coming to make sure your sugar and everything's good, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Do you know
God damn it, Dale.
where we're at? I have no idea.
To be honest with you, I don't know where we're at. We're on Norwalk Road.
He would not stop. He would not stop. I kept telling him, Dave, please stop the car.
Yeah.
Please stop the car. I said, you're just making it worse. You're just making it worse. Stop the car. I'm not stopping the car. Next, I said, I know these tires. I said, and then today is wet and snow covered his road. He's taking me 100 miles an hour. But I said, Dave, please go to the bathroom. I have to go to the bathroom. He said, I know if you go in that bathroom, you're not going to come back out, which I knew.
You almost want her to
didn't let you out of the car the entire time?
Not the whole time.
Oh, my goodness.
Not the whole time. And he had no money. He had no money. And, of course, I didn't have no money. We were just taking him over there and going back home.
Right.
And I didn't have no money on me. I said, Dave, you're going to run all the gas out. And Rick had just filled it up, so it did have full tank. And I didn't
Probably.
realize that there was literally like no editing here.
And mouth going back. And I said, what are you taking?
Well, it started at the end of the action, apparently.
Right, right.
I've seen him take something
Okay.
a couple times, and his mouth just, and he screamed over
See
top
what
of
he's
me.
got
I was trying
going.
to put some sense into his damn head.
Dag nabbit.
Just screaming and screaming and screaming. He says, I'm just going to.
And then you're gonna fax it, ain't you?
Oh, now they're
Do
talking
you
to
want
him. Look at
EMS
him.
to check you out? Do you want EMS to check you out? EMS. Medic. An ambulance? Paramedic. You want paramedic
No,
check you out?
perfectly fine. I just don't want to go to jail. I want to know my mommy's okay.
Oh.
After all those cops jumped on him, you'd think he'd be pretty beat up. And the dog and everything else.
My mommy?
You want to go from the other side?
And mommy. Were you calling her mommy while you were kidnapping her?
You can let me go. I can walk, but I don't know where I'm
going from the other side.
You can take me to
Check
jail.
him or-
Which jail you want to go to? I'm sorry. I'm just grabbing the. There's only one jail cell I'm supposed to go to. You take me anywhere you want. I'm dehydrated. That means I'm iron.
Yeah. Listen, man, do you want EMS to check you out or not?
EMS?
Yes.
Paramedics. Okay. There's 3 ambulances already. So I don't want the paramedics. They're already on their way.
So good to go.
I've already
All right,
been
watch
dead.
foot.
I've been dead since
Watch foot.
06.
Watch foot.
Oh, wait, right?
Watch foot.
Oh, wait, I got killed at 619, right? 91.
Go.
How you doing, sir?
Okay.
Yeah, right.
I'm Sergeant Sterling. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened today?
Is this just going to be more of these interviews and stuff? Dag nabbit.
Yeah.
Probably.
See, like you were saying, I saw, I didn't watch the whole thing before we went on here. I apologize for that. I saw the big fight at the beginning and the craziness. I'm like, oh, this looks like this is going to be some good stuff. And then, like you said, it's top loaded with all that. And then afterwards, it's just like them talking to the mom.
It's going to be interviews and the father, and obviously it's probably going to have just the craziness of the son. But yeah, I think we got the gist of what happened.
Right. Oh my goodness gracious me. All right, so let's move on from there. Let's get into first of all, let's acknowledge some of these super chats and other things that came in the meantime. We got Big Pork Little Bite. He calls News Now Voodoo his chew toy, and he wants to see a tasing of the voodoo doll. And then what else? Did I miss any other one? We got a super sticker for Potluck for $4.99. So let's do a happy dance for Potluck. All right, yes. And then a tasing for Big Pork Little Bite. All right.
Oh, Big Pork wants to tase me. You think I'm a good chew toy? Well, I'm not going to get tased by you just because you think you're... Oh, crap.
That voodoo doll, I'll tell you, he's something else, man. Little punk. He thinks Josh Abrams is like the greatest person in the world. He's got a statue of him in his room. That punk. 13 till Super Dance. For those of you who don't follow my show regularly, I do the Super Dance. I do the Happy Dance, which is, and that's fun. But the song that sample came from If I get 80 likes, I do a super ultra mega hardcore happy dance, which is where I play the entire song that sampled from and dance through the entire 2.5 minutes. It's great. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. It's the leg workout of the century. It's the super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. All right. Anyway. Oh, dearie dear. So, in general, what do you think of what we didn't really see much? Like you said, they picked up the action at the end. We didn't see the chase or any of that.
Yeah. It's tough to really make an assessment when it's just what can you say? Dude, sounds like he's off his meds. And yeah. I mean, at least mom seems okay. So there's that.
Well, here, make what we can out of it. So a lot of the times that I hear the frauditors and soft all these guys always complain about, well, why do you need 7, 8 cops just for one guy with the camera or whatever? Well, look at how skinny that guy is and how many cops and a dog it took to take him down. You know, like you never know.
Yeah, most of the time, like that's something that, yeah, I always hate it when they make that argument because, I feel like they underestimate, how strong some people can be, especially if they don't want to be arrested.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. When somebody is like, I don't care if there's one guy or 50 guys or whatever, if they're willing to fight and not stop fighting, then how are you going to, it's not going to be easy to stop them if they refuse to stop. Oh, dear. So, yeah, that's always not good. So, yeah, like you say, I also hate that argument because it just underestimates everything. And they also always seem to be running under the assumption that anything that a cop does, in their opinions, is just a fundraising grift, legal extortion, they always call it, right? And
isn't that what they do themselves as their day job?
Right.
Is to instigate actions in order to gain revenue.
Right? Exactly. It's so crazy the way they do that. And always making that excuse, always going against the cops for just doing their job. Right? And what I always say, and let me ask you what you think of this. One of the things that I like to say a lot is they always say, well, you're not honoring your oath and you're a public servant. You're not serving the public. But when I watch a video where I see, like, for example, if someone walks into a DMV full of people and all the people there want the person with the camera to leave and the public servants escort that person out, they are serving the public and upholding their oath by getting rid of the idiot with the camera.
Ding, ding,
exactly.
Ding.
Like they don't consider government workers or even private business owners as people. They think that they're the only masters of the public servants. They think that they're the only ones who can dictate. The police have to serve their needs and their needs only. Let's put it that way.
Right, exactly. Everyone else.
But yet, if that was true, they wouldn't have to tell them their needs or wants. I mean, if they were the servant, they would just do it. They would just know. But every time, like, you work for me, I'm like, so fire him.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, I dare you. Like, you're so full of shit.
Yeah, you work for me. You're fired. Okay, we'll see what that's going to do. Nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness. And then I don't know. It gets so deep with so much of this nonsense. From the Moors, the sovereign citizens, and then all the way down to the frauditors, and the way they build these nonsensical arguments out of, I don't know. It almost seems like because they always talk about the police are coming after them. That's a retaliatory stop. It seems to me like the majority of them have criminal backgrounds and they're doing what they do for retaliation.
Bro.
Yes.
Yeah. It's funny when they say, "Oh, they're doing it for retaliation," but I mean, you're the one who keeps on going back to the library. You keep on going to the post office, and you know what? Maybe you might actually be right. Sometimes the cop's gonna act in a certain way if you keep on pissing them off. And they might, they might decide, screw this guy. He's a pain in the ass. I'm going to throw the book at him. And it happens. And the thing is, And if it's hard to argue, it's very difficult to argue the whole retaliation when all the charges are able to stick. If they can actually prove all the tacked on charges, it's hard to fight against it. So
Right, exactly. Yeah. So many of these these traffic stop videos where like the police are like being nice, they're letting you off on a warning, they're doing this, they're doing that, and then like 5 videos later, somebody says, "Hey, I'm going to write you a ticket." It's like, "Well, but the other guy let me go," and it's like, "Yeah, the other guy was being nice." Like, there's officer discretion.
Well, that's the other guy. That's not me.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like if you're still doing it, you're still doing it. And let me ask you your opinion on this. And obviously, we all know it's crazy, but this idea that there are all these Supreme Court cases that have been decided that we do not need a driver's license, for example, right?
Mhm.
If the Supreme Court came down and said that, wouldn't like everybody everywhere know that? And like the states would make changes based on that decision, as opposed to the
Yeah.
Moors and the sovereign citizens are the only people who heard of it.
You would think it'd be like a national news thing. It'd be a sweeping change in policy and state laws across the country.
Right?
But again, but you have to remember, these grifters, they have to rely on selling it as secret knowledge that nobody else knows.
Right.
Somehow only they were able to crack the code, or they have the secret knowledge. And then when somebody reasonable asks, "Well, why didn't my attorney tell me about this?" Well, the attorney's in on it,
Yes.
Bar members, foreign agents.
Right.
Yeah.
You're a member of the British
Oh.
Accredited Association, whatever.
Exactly.
Because the bar ain't got nothing to do with the bar and crossing the bar. Anyway, Highway Star for $5 says Voodoo Douche Canoe is still dreaming about the stable of girls. Come on, boy, share like it's. Oh no! All right, so he's talking about. In case you didn't know, News Now Voodoo over here. Actually, this is perfect that he brought that up because I got this from your old intro. I actually stole
Wait,
this.
what?
Yes, what I'm about to say. This is his shtick that he always does. The voodoo doll I got from your old intro. Because he always says when he gets ready and puts on his pimp outfit,
I'm the pimp, you're the simp, and I've been eating all the shrimp. All right. yes. And that's what that was all about, man. Yeah. Good stuff. Dag nabbit.
he's chewing the wires again. Damn rat. That's why I keep Comcasting. Anyway, I think I owe Highway Star a tase. Dang nabbit. Technical difficulties. I just got rewired literally this afternoon. What was it, Ray? Like maybe 3 hours ago, I set that up. All right, so let's get back to it. I'm sorry. I owe you guys a tasing. Here we go. An amazing tasing for all the fans out there. I love you guys. I got the best fans in the world. And don't forget, we're already over 70 likes. We hit 80 likes. You get a super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. I got a $20 super sticker. All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a happy dance for that. But first, let's finish this tasing.
All right, man. Like I said, man, I've been pimping. Big pimping, taking care of business every day, every way. Hip, 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 hooray. Ha, ha, ha. What you gonna do about it?
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. Look at that. Ah, clap. It won't stop. Come on. Hez does tech. There we go. All right.
6 more for a super happy dance. 5 more. 5 more. Come on, people. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
Yes. All right.
More. You can do it, people.
Ethel. For $20 super sticker, here's your happy dance. All right. Yes. Anyway, unfortunately, at this moment, we're going to have to take a quick break for a quick word from our sponsor, the Graham and Bob Show. All right.
you go to the shops and get some food? You've been playing that VR all day. Oh.
What the hell is happening?
The next thing I heard was him falling off the roof, and here we are. What have we got?
Oh, God.
VR jumper. That's the third one this week.
That's the dangers of VR.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the Graham and Bob Show. All right.
You get seriously hurt with that stuff. My brother, doing the virtual reality thing, walked into the TV. You can get really hurt with that.
Ow!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he fell down.
I'm telling you. My son just the other day, he hit his knuckles on the wall. He's like, "Bam! Ow!" Reaching for. I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah, they're really dangerous."
Happened to me too.
See, there you go.
I can attest to that one.
Yep. It happens to the best of us. Dag nabbit. Oh, look at this. I got another $2 from Big Borg Little Bite. Today's news now voodoo for letting Banana Anna escape and get married. Oh, no.
I'm glad those two got married. It's like, good, go further away. You just stay out of society. We two widows. You're
Right?
born for each other. That's good that you're out of the dating pool now because you're just disgusting people.
All right, let's go ahead and get this.
I bet you can't tell I don't like them.
I'm afraid to have kids.
Banana Anna, is that like Bananarama? Oh, they were in that Karate Kid movie, man. Yeah, that was good stuff. We need a cupcake happy dance since she's here today. That's a good idea. Do that instead of the tasing. Ow! All right, dag nabbit. Tase me. Go ahead. No, my spleen.
Oh, I could play that. I didn't know I could play it.
All right.
Sorry, Hez. I went to bring it up. I didn't know I could play it. It just started playing. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's perfect. That would have been the next thing I would have brought up anyway. Like I said,
Okay.
you got your new moderator tools, so play with them. And ladies and gentlemen, while we're at it, since we're doing the custom happy dances, let's do the Dick Bag Patrol happy dance.
All right.
Yes. Good stuff. Great stuff. Wonderful stuff. Round of applause for all of you guys. All right. And then since they requested the Cupcake Happy Dance, I also assume that they want your daily Cupcake Happy Dance. So let's throw one of those out real quick. All right. Okay. Olay. All right.
Oh, hey, Hez. Sorry I missed the happy dance yesterday. I went with my husband to his doctor's appointment. I didn't get to work until about 10:30. Sorry.
No,
I meant to tell you, but I
That's
forgot.
not all right. The fans are always there, and
I know. That's awesome.
that we do it for you every morning. Ancient Charts here. All right. Raven Wing, Victor T.
Raven Wing.
Right. Of course, Miss
Love
Mandy.
you, Raven Wing.
Wheeling Squirrels. So many beautiful people here today.
Raven Wing, how are you?
Yes. Thank you, everyone, again for showing up. This is a great turnout. It's a great show, great people. And, of course, my producer, the lovely Ray Ray.
Yay, Ray Ray.
My co-host, the lovely Frauditors News Network.
Yay.
And once again, our guest of honor for the day, Arty's Corporate Fiction.
Yeah. Let's not forget the host, the one, the only, Hezekiah. Woo!
All right. Hey, man, you got to remember, I'm the dude who wrote the book, literally, on Frauditors, the Frauditors Handbook. Available on Amazon, link in the description below. All right. So now that we're done, this is quite the cool lineup. Oh, thank you so much, Ancient Chart. We appreciate it. Good. Nah.
Oh, we missed you too. It's good to see you. Really good to see you.
Yes, absolutely. It's been a while. All right. So, Arty, how you doing? You still good to hang out for a little bit, or?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Awesome.
All right. Cool. So let's get to the next video I wanted to show. This one's actually from Code Blue Cam. Oh crap! I didn't want to play yet though. Stupid. Oh, the internet. Gotta love it. It's a live show, ladies and gentlemen, and you can tell it's live because of the technical difficulties. Help to prove that it's true. Oh no! Look at this big Borg little bite. A happy dance from Arty or a voodoo tasing. Arty's choice. He wants to know if you want to dance or if you want me to tase the voodoo doll for the super
He's
chat.
like a dance.
Go for the happy dance, man.
Right,
I feel like Voodoo Dolls had so much pain. I'm trying to feel bad for the guy.
Aww.
Let's give you a countdown for the happy dance. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. No, I think he wanted you to dance.
Yeah, Artie, you're supposed to dance.
Wait, do you want me to dance?
Yeah, you're supposed to happy dance.
That's why I said it's your choice.
Oh no! Go ahead and tase Voodoo Doll then.
How quickly he turned. He's like, Voodoo, I feel bad for you. Well, not that bad. Go ahead, tease the bastard.
We'll do a compromise. I'll have the voodoo doll do
That
the
was
dance.
hysterical.
How about that?
Twerking, yeah. That makes me laugh.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. All right, anyway, let's get into the video, ladies and gentlemen. All right. No, not that one. Wait, I know, I got you. Cupcake, I think you have to take that down so I can put mine up.
All right, well, one more time.
All right.
Okay, she's gone.
All right, now let's get this. There it is. All right, here we go.
Patrol observed the driver
Oh,
of a vehicle
God.
not wearing their
Oh, have you
seatbelt
seen
in
this
La
one?
Crosse, Wisconsin.
I
Upon
saw
initiating a traffic stop, the
I saw
officer
only
identified
5
the
seconds,
driver as
and it was
a
enough.
27-year-old male named Gunner. Furthermore,
Alrighty.
he noticed the front passenger and the 2 children under the age of 10 in the back seat were
Oh crap! Yeah. Did you see this?
Throwing money at Arty to dance.
The pressure is on.
I did dance already. I danced when the teddy bear was dancing. Is that not enough? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, he did wiggle his head a little. That's something. It's funny though, because I am putting together a Happy Dance compilation where I'm going to have my guests and other people in there. So,
Let me. Hold on. Let me make sure. All right, I went through. I'll see if I can find Winston. I'll give a kitty cameo.
Oh no, he's a cat. Yes. We need more cats and dogs on this show.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Rube said yes. We get Winston. Yay!
By the way, Miss Mandy, thank you so much for yesterday. I was on lunch and I said, "Oh, Miss Mandy's live. Let's check it out." And I turned it on and there's cat video. So I'm like, "Yay!" That was so awesome. Thank you, Miss Mandy.
All right, here we go. Yes.
Oh, Ginger. That Ginger, like mine.
No.
Oh, Winston.
He is very upset. I did
Did
take
you
him out
wake
of
him
the
up?
tree.
Oh, you woke him
Yeah.
up. Oh, look at
Very not happy.
Oh, look at that face.
Oh, look at that baby.
Oh,
cute.
Oh, baby.
Poor little baby.
What?
He's like, I was sleeping, Daddy.
He
I'll
is
be
so
back.
pissed. Look at his
Aw.
ears. He is so angry right now.
The great thing about cats is that he'll forget about it in 2 minutes and be back to sleep.
Oh.
Treats for Winston. I agree. He's like, yeah, me too. I agree. He doesn't look happy. Aw.
Well, that's like when I had
baby.
Katie's dad on here, and people were dropping super chats to give treats to the dog. Now they want you to give treats to the cat. Aw.
Aw, poor Winston. Go back to sleep, little baby.
That's awesome.
Poor baby.
Aw.
Cutie pie.
Oh, applause for Winston, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Yay, Winston. He's like, I'm out of here, bastards.
Yep, he's gone.
Speaking of happy dancers, ladies and gentlemen, we got 80 likes.
Yeah.
Woo! There you go. Ultra hard core happy dance.
Let's do it.
All
Feel
right,
free to
guys.
join in, Arty. No pressure.
Are we ready? Party time. It doesn't count. It doesn't count if I don't wear the hat. That's right. I forgot. Gotta put the hat on.
Wait, what are we doing? What are you doing?
He's doing an ultra hardcore happy dance.
We got this more cat.
Oh, another ginger.
Yay.
Oh, love, 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 love. Oh, Ray Ray is beautiful. Is that male or female?
It's a Leo. He's a male.
Oh, baby.
Boy.
He looks pissed
Aw.
too. Oh, baby.
My baby boy.
Yeah.
It's just
Gingers
so
are so
sweet.
great. My favorite cat's a black and white cat,
on my
but
head.
gingers are my
Does that
second.
count?
Oh, you like the tuxedos?
I love tuxedos and like the cow cats. My cat's Smokey. He's got like cow spots. It's so cute.
He is a cutie pie. I remember.
Yeah, I have this thing for black and whites, but gingers are my second favorite. They're so sweet. Oh,
They are.
Look at that little face.
Very affectionate. He's
Yeah,
the
it's
most-
very affectionate.
Yeah. He's like he always wants on my shoulder or in my lap.
Aw.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
You're surrounded by cat people, Artie. It's all good.
My ginger wing's not getting enough attention. He does little nibbles on me, but he's doing it just to get my attention. But yes, he forgets he doesn't realize how sharp his teeth are. So his little nibble is like a painful bite. It's like, hey, back off, buddy.
Oh, no.
Like he doesn't break skin or anything. It's like a little too hard, baby.
Yeah. Who's that?
All right. Well,
I'm over.
We got to do a
These are
happy
the
dance.
best.
You want to do a
yeah,
happy
we gotta
dance?
get into the happy dance. Should I go full screen for this, or are you guys going to participate?
Well,
I'm good, man. I'm good, fam.
Yes. All right. I'll go full screen.
all right. You can get down. You can get down. You can get.
He's embarrassed for us.
I wasn't looking down. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're hysterical.
No. It's all good. We know. We're all on your side, Arty. 100%. All the way.
I love his facial expressions. He doesn't say much, but his face tells it all, and I love that. The eyes just like, oh crap. Don't I get myself into? Oh, he's awesome.
Okay, yeah. Actually, before we started, I saw some of my regulars in the chat saying like, the dance of the voodoo doll. I don't know if Arty's ready for this yet. Like, oh, it's going to be something different. But again, anyway, Highway Star for $5. Hey, Arty's here. Eddie, here's your shot at a voodoo doll, OG and voodoo. You get a taste for pooping on my deep. Oh, because the voodoo doll pooped on your Deep Purple albums. I got it. So, I'm sorry. He's always in my morning show every day, and his name is Highway Star because it's a Deep Purple song. And so him and the voodoo doll are at war. He actually has a voodoo doll of his own because we have giveaways that we do, and he won a voodoo doll in the past. And so he uses his voodoo doll to war with this voodoo doll. He makes videos about his voodoo doll, talking about his favorite bands, and this guy always makes fun of him, saying that he listens to bubblegum music and he doesn't like Deep Purple, and it's an ongoing gag. Anyway, here's the tape.
There's so much lore I'm not aware of going on here.
Oh yeah,
Care Bear.
I have a videotape of a trial of this voodoo doll fighting for custody and because he didn't want to take care of his son, baby voodoo, which came from unclean hands, and these two have been warring for years. It's all part of the lore. It's all part of the show. It's all good stuff. They all have a life of their own. Anyway, let's get back to it. And yeah, I'll watch the beneath stuff better. Let's see, get this going here. Oh no, not that. This. All right. Here we go. Time for an amazing tasing. Oh,
not that again. I just got done dancing, man. And you smacked me. You should have smacked me upside the head. But it's from Highway Star. Of course, Highway Star has a problem with me. And he just, I'm gonna poop on your Led Zeppelin record.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. All right, that's enough of that.
all right, back to the. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's get back. All right, so this video. How about skip ahead to a truth science video? That's always good with the Moors. This is called Sovereign Citizen shows up to Michigan court as the authorized representative for Tracy Moore. Does that look interesting? Let's check that out. I like Truth Science. You ever watch Truth Science?
Case number LT233511. This is HP Foreclosure Solutions LLC versus All Occupants.
Good afternoon, Judge. Rania Haddad, PA 497. Okay.
How do you spell your first name?
RANIA.
Just like I thought. Okay. And then, what's your name, ma'am?
I'm the authorized representative for Tracy Moore, occupant.
Tracy Moore, occupant. Were you formerly known as Tracy Moore?
Well,
Oh boy, we have another authorized representative on deck. These people never learn. They really need to tune into YouTube University so that way they can see that that line of defense never works.
you can say yeah.
Okay. All right. And so we're here today. This is a landlord-tenant case. And so it was filed by the HP foreclosure to terminate the tenancy. back on September 18th, we had a SNAFU. The plaintiff's counsel was present, and he left to handle another case at 3:10 p.m. He left to pick up his child and did not reappear by 4:07. The defendant appeared, and so the court called the plaintiff, which we don't have to do, but we tried to, and there was no answer. We left a message. I had nothing to do but dismiss the case because the plaintiff wasn't here. So we prepared the order and dismissed the case. So now, of course, the plaintiff has filed a motion to reinstate the case. Mr. Callahan, in the motion, said he had emergency.
I sent you a message.
Something. And he didn't appear to a scheduling problem. He assumed that a new hearing date would be scheduled. Well, we didn't know he had an emergency. We just know he just left. We didn't know what happened to him. But we did try to call. It's not the court's fault. All right, so go ahead and make your argument.
Yes, Judge, that is correct. It was actually, I filed that motion to reinstate the case. Attorney Callahan did have an emergency, and he usually doesn't get this kid on that particular day, but he had an emergency call from his wife. I was at downtown in the 36th District Court on the record.
But see, had he said something,
I understand, Your Honor.
he never said anything.
I understand, Your Honor. Here we are trying to remedy that. So, pursuant to the 2.6, pursuant to 2.612C1A, we're requesting the court to reinstate this case and for us to move forward with it as it would have proceeded if it were dismissed. And
okay. Let's look at the rule that you just cited. 2.612.
Look at the authorized representative taking notes. It's not going to help you.
What portion of that, because it's from relief from judgment or order, and that says mistake, surprise, excusable neglect, just newly discovered evidence, fraud, void judgment, judgment satisfied, other reasons justifying relief.
This would, in my opinion, are fall under excusable neglect. Again, we're here to try to remedy the situation. There was a family emergency. I tried to be able to log on to Zoom on time. However, I was unsuccessful. 36th District Court, I don't know if you're probably familiar with.
Well, I'm familiar. There's a lot going on down there.
There's a lot going on. I was stuck on the record until God made the time to judge the case for them. So we're just requesting. I take full accountability. We are all taking full accountability. We don't expect the court to go above and beyond, which we did. We appreciate that. That should go without saying. We're going to say it anyway. We do appreciate that, Your Honor. So we are at the mercy of the court, and we are just asking for this case to be reinstated.
Okay, let's ask.
Okay.
Formerly known as Moore, occupant. Heard the motion. Would you like to respond?
Sure. I would like to ask automatically for a stay. Number one, regarding my situation.
Well, wait. We're not there.
Oh,
We're not even.
The court. You have to file a motion for that.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you're asking, typically, whenever you're asking the court to take some action on your case,
You got to file a motion.
a motion requesting the court take the action and serve a copy of your motion on the other side.
Okay.
Once you do all of that, and you have to file a proof of service showing when you served it, which is just a document that says I served them with these documents, whatever the documents are, on such and such a date, and how you did it, whether you did it personally, you gave it to them, or you sent it by mail by putting it in the first class mailbox.
Okay.
But you have to do that so you know they got notice, and you have to send them a notice of the hearing date for your motion. which is what they did on this motion. So right now, we only have their motion before us.
Oh,
This is something I've actually been curious about in general, with you and your experience. Like, obviously, we know, anyone who's decides to represent themselves as a fool for a client, right? But how often do you actually run into that? Like, obviously, we see it all the time because we look for it. But is that really like that many people out there that are trying to do this kind of stuff?
It depends on the circumstances. Yeah, it really does. In criminal cases, it's extremely rare because most of the time people will have a public defender. When it comes to landlord-tenant cases, I could see that happening more often. The same as small claims court, because usually in small claims, the injury is usually not worth getting an attorney over, because the cost of the attorney will probably outweigh whatever damages they're trying to get.
Okay.
So it's these situations, yeah, you might see more often a pro se attorney, but oftentimes even with tenants who are trying to kind of hold off on an eviction, there's a lot of legal aid resources available to them. So yeah, in those situations, small claims and landlord tenant issues, I mean, you can see not even much in the way of traffic, because the vast majority of people who can't afford an attorney in traffic cases, they'll just take the deal that the prosecutor offers them. So even there in traffic, it's usually pretty rare too. So
that makes sense. Absolutely. All right. Oh, well, round of applause for that. All right, so let's get back to it and see if this gets spicy with this trying to make their own argument here.
Got it?
I got it.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what I don't understand is why doesn't this authorized representative hire an attorney? Ma'am, you are facing eviction and you clearly don't know the court rules. So why are you trying to represent yourself in such an important case? You could possibly become homeless behind this. Like, what in the doohickey is wrong with you, ma'am?
So their motion is to set aside, the case was dismissed because I remember it very well, because I remember he was here. That's why I always make detailed notes. And then I remember you were here when you got here, because you weren't here exactly when he left, but then you got here. And so then by the time we called it, which was maybe within the hour after he left, he was gone. We didn't have an explanation that he had an emergency, because I try to be reasonable with these things. If you have an emergency, I give you an adjournment. If they have an emergency, I typically would give them an adjournment. But because we didn't have a clue where he went, what happened to him, we tried to call him. He didn't answer.
Okay.
I was left with nothing but a hearing.
All right, sounds like you got something to say. What's up?
So yeah, so for those who are curious about what's going on, it sounds like there was an eviction hearing, and it sounds like there was a miscommunication with the Zoom meeting, that the attorney for the property owner had appeared and was waiting to be called, but then inexplicit. Oh my god, I can't even say any words. There you go. He left the call, but didn't notify the judge as to why he left. Apparently, there was some sort of emergency. And the tenant was there, and when the judge called the case, the property owners weren't there, or the representative wasn't there, and so she dismissed the case. And now the reason why we're here is because the property owners filed a motion to reinstate the case under excusable neglect, which we heard at the very beginning, saying there was some sort of emergency. That's why we couldn't get a hold of you, this and that and the other. And so that's why we're here again. So that's where we're here at. We're back now at the eviction hearing, where all parties are now finally present.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you. See, ladies and gentlemen, That's why it's great to have a lawyer on deck. Awesome. I always like to just watch these and think, man, these people are stupid. But like, hey, let's get into specific details of why.
With only one side. And so since the plaintiff didn't come to that hearing or they left, I just dismissed the case. So now they're seeking to reinstate the case, saying, well, here's the reason what happened. He had an emergency. Can you set it aside and just let us go back to where we were, which was like it was last time, which was a hearing date where we decide if we're going to set the case for trial or what. Otherwise, apparently, if I said no, they would have to refile the case. There's nothing stopping them from refiling the case. It would just start all over again. So that's really how it works procedurally, and that's what they're asking for. So my question to you is, did you want to respond?
Responding to her motion.
To reinstate it.
I guess we can go to trial because I'm willing to fight for my place, but I will, file a motion. But I'm going through, and I told her I put some more documents on the record today, and I wanted to make sure that those were included also in the record and on the record. I also wanted to make sure that your oath of office was on record because I wanted to add
there we go.
Constitution to help me regarding this. Because where I'm going.
Well, apparently not. Are you a sovereign citizen?
No.
Oh, right off the bat, I love. That's all she needed. That is all she needed.
Well, you swore that you would support the Constitution of the United States.
So if you don't have that, what is your point?
Your Honor, this lady most definitely is a sovereign citizen, and she has no point. She has no line of defense, so she is just grasping at straws at this point.
Well, my point is,
because nobody has that.
What? What do you mean?
Nobody, typically litigants don't have judges' oaths of office and things of that nature. So what are you trying to say? You don't have my oath of office, what then?
No, I had it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's what I put on the record today.
Okay.
It was,
so I'm not sure what my oath has to do with the case. That's what I'm trying to understand.
Because regarding my situation, it's fraud.
Your Honor, we haven't even addressed the issue with the motion. We haven't even.
Yeah, so she's jumping the gun. Pause real quick.
Yeah.
So she's jumping the gun and the reason why I say that is because she and that's why the attorney spoke up right there. Obviously, the judge is right. Normally, not even your non-solve sit pro se litigants. Why do you need the judge's oath of office in a landlord-tenant case or eviction? So it's a pointless thing. But she's about to start going into the merits of the case as soon as she said fraud. But the thing is, we haven't even heard the motion yet. Right now, the issue is whether or not to reinstate the landlord's case in the first instance. Because that's what they're here for. They're trying to say whether that it's excusable neglect that they didn't show up in the first hearing. Now, that's all the judge is wanting to figure out right now and trying to get her side of the story. Where she could argue, she's supposed to be arguing, no, they had ample opportunity to be here, to be there at the hearing. He left without any sort of reason, any sort of explanation. It's wasting the court's time or something like that to try and get her to approve of to dismiss the case, to at least give her some time, right? Because eventually they can refile, but they got to start all over again. That's the thing. They want they'll more than likely they can restart the whole process, but they want to cut in line by doing this motion so they don't have to do everything from the very beginning. If I was her or her attorney, I'd be trying to say, deny this motion to reinstate the case and force them to refile just to give you some extra time in your apartment. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
But yeah, that's why they spoke up. It's because whoa, before we can even argue the merits of the case, we haven't even addressed the motion in the first instance. So
right, exactly. By the way, maybe you might have one of your wires or something, because just now when you were talking, you were kind of getting a little crunchy, little static.
oh, I think it's because I keep hitting my cable. I think it's probably what it is.
Oh, all right. And then also, while we're here, we got a couple of super chats that I didn't go over while we were going at it. Maddie, for $2, Amazon delivery, your book arrived. You got a copy of my book in the mail today. All right. Here's a happy dance for you. Thank you for celebrating, for buying my book. All right. Thank you so much. And then we got Blackheart Knight for $2. Wants me to taste voodoo. Oh, no. Wait a minute. What's this? Big Bork wants me to taste voodoo, too. And, of course, Highway Star. Here's your shot. Oh, that's the one we did for Pooping on the BD Purple. All right, so we got 2 tastings on deck. So let's get those out of the way real quick, and then we'll get back into the video. Let's just do that and get her done, son. All right.
Oh man, what a crazy day this has been, ladies and gentlemen, huh? All these Moors we were talking about earlier, and these people in court don't know what they're doing. And I'll tell you what, well, thanks guys, it's been nice of seeing you. Bye. Dang. All right, you know, Blackheart Knight, you know that I'm gonna get you, boy. You're always tasing me. Every time I see you. Oh man.
I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But sometimes a good tasting is necessary to keep the show flowing and having fun. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're all here about. That's what we're here all about. That's what we're all about here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel. Having fun, making fun of idiots, talking about Moors, sovereign citizens, frauditors, ladies and gentlemen. And again, another round of applause for you guys, the greatest fans in the world. That's right. We got a membership milestone from Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill Stupidity, a 7-month. I'm the real Arty. Play my video. Play it. I got one of yours on deck, but it ain't that one. We'll see in a little bit. Oh, he dropped the link. Play my video, damn it. And, of course, round of applause for my producer, Ray Ray. My co-host, Frauditor News Network.
Thank you.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, honored to have the one and only Arty's Corporate Fiction in the house.
Yeah.
And now let's get back to the video. All right. Hopefully she's got some more juice coming right away. Oh, you're a sovereign citizen? What? No, I just want to see your oath of office. Oh, boy.
To reinstate, I think the motion is to reinstate the case to go to trial. Okay, sure.
You idiot. Why would you agree to reinstate the case? You were supposed to say you want this case dismissed. These people are just idiotic. I can't believe that she is trying to represent herself with such an important case and then agrees to reinstate the case. This lady, she needs help.
We haven't even addressed the issue with the motion. She's not even addressing the issue with the motion.
Yeah, I didn't address the motion.
To reinstate, I think
The motion is to reinstate the case to go to trial.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sure. That way, we'll just grab the motion. How about that? We'll set aside the dismissal.
Sure.
You have an order? Did you prepare an order?
I believe it was not attached to.
Let's see. I'll vote.
Better have made an order.
Right.
Part of the rules.
Motion to reinstate a case.
I might have to just adjust that
I
order.
don't see an order.
It should.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, here's one.
Yeah, I would just have to cross off the number 2, Your Honor, for our the relief being sought.
this authorized representative doesn't even realize that she just screwed herself.
Did.
What were we looking for? The judgment? I understand that part. She's here. So it just says case is reinstated.
Thank you, Judge. And will this be just set for a hearing date and another hearing date?
Okay, yeah, that's what we can do. She can do whatever she needs to. It's a termination of tenancy. You said you wish to do something, yourself too.
So you're actually, if I may, I'm sorry, I would just like to know for the record, since it was brought up by the defendant, claiming that she put something on the record. I asked your court clerk, she graciously made me copies of documents that were in the file. I would just like to indicate that we're never served with anything that the defendant or the occupant files a report, and I would like to just request going forward that procedurally we would need to be served with any and all documents, because I took a look at the court file.
Just told her that.
Yeah, I took a look at the court file, and
She
that
has
was
some
my
things in
first
there?
time seeing all of those documents, with the exception of the documents that the court has sent to the hearing notices and so on and so forth, and our own pleadings.
Okay, so you understand that now, that anytime you file something with us, you have to do the proof of service and send a copy of whatever you file with us to the other side.
No ex parte communications.
She did just get a copy of what I put in today, and then I had told her about what the previous one.
Okay, well, that's good if you gave her a copy.
She gave me,
Yeah,
she gave, the pages that she gave me were, to be honest with you, Your Honor, I'll be the oath of
I mean,
office and
I gave her a copy of what I
oath
put
of
on the
office,
record.
and I don't know, some type of alleged exemption from paying, and this looks like a bunch of sovereign citizen documentation.
No.
Nothing has any legal validity here, so we will be filing a J2 motion.
Okay. All right, so let's set it for.
The judge and the prosecutor have clearly made the correct determination that they are dealing with a sovereign citizen.
The hearing date, and if you can get your motions in before the hearing date, great.
So of course, it turns out all the paperwork that she gave him was nonsense.
November 13th at 2 p.m.
That's not gonna give them a lot of time to file a motion.
Okay.
Actually, Your Honor.
Can you?
Yes.
It's 3 weeks.
Yes,
1, 2,
yes, we could
3.
file a motion within that time.
Okay, so then November 13th, both sides, if you have motions, get them filed. And you'll have to call my assistant, which means you gotta give them a hearing date before November 13th on their motion.
Oh, before the 13th? Oh, no. Can we change the date then?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
think the rest of it is just them,
I'm sorry.
talking about the date and all that. We got all the good juicy bits out of the way. Anyway, oh man. So, how do you like that one?
I mean, it's honestly. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all right. It's one of these situations where, like, it's not a ton of the over the top sovereign citizen nonsense, and yet it's still ultimately the same arguments, right?
Well, yeah, but the fact that it's not that sort of like over the top stuff leads me to believe that she bought somebody sold her something. I don't think she's like a true believer. I think she got scammed and bought some paperwork that said that she can get out of this. Which makes this a lot less funny and more sad when you see somebody obviously get scammed. So,
Right.
But it is what it is. It happens a lot. It happens way too much.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why, like, for me, one of the reasons I like to call these people out in general is because there is so much misinformation out there. Like the Rise of the Moors website I was showing earlier, I got like 5 different websites where I got these lists of things where they sell, the fake license plates, the fake IDs, the fake, using your social security number and birth certificate to try and get money from the government and all this paperwork that's supposed to absolve you from any rules and stuff. And the fact that people actually fall for this stuff is like one of the reasons why I think it's important to get the information out there as much as possible, so
I
people
agree.
know it's a scam. And Raven Ring gifted a membership. All right. Is a happy dance for Raven Wing. All right, thank you. The Unforgiven Jerry. Wait, you should have played more. I want to know what the judges' plans were for the week. Oh no. Yeah, it's crazy the way some of these things go. And but now I got Uncle Arty begging me to play his video. I did have one I was gonna show of his, a nice short one. So let's see, take a look, because our show is sponsored by Uncle Arty's Bar and Go Stupidity. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say this is probably my time to step away.
Hey, awesome. Listen, I know what's going on. Obviously, we talked about it before the show. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you showed up at all and that you took the time. Seriously, it means a lot. And it's all good. You got to do what you got to do. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Arty's Corporate Fiction.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. It was great.
Well, hey, look, I appreciate you guys having me, inviting me on. We found some classics. We found some new research that I got to do apparently right off the bat. So hey, you got to go for it. But hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. This is good.
I appreciate
it.
That
Helped me out.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Arty.
All right. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
you guys take care.
Yes,
All right.
you too.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Adios.
Subscribe to him if you didn't, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Everybody hit that like button.
That's
All
right. Thank
Take
you.
care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That was awesome. So happy that he showed up and spent some time with us. Almost 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. One more round of applause for Arty's Corporate Fiction. Ask him about me. Notice the second I was going to play your video, he split. Oh, my goodness gracious me. We're at 100 likes.
Nice.
It's the second super duper ultra mega hardcore happy dance. But first, let's start with another word from our sponsor, Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. All right.
Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity says, for my ego, am I on his radar? I hope so. I've no
Absolutely. Uncle Arty, professional troll.
That's it.
That was it?
All right, guys. And so let's go ahead and get ready for the second super ultra mega hardcore happy dance day. All right, you guys want to stay on screen for this one, or you want me to go full screen?
Full screen.
All right. Here we go. This is the second one. This is great. I love it. I love it. Oh, the hat. The hat. It doesn't count without the hat. When Dummy Kruger was on, I did it without the hat, and you guys, you held me to it. You said you didn't put the hat on. You have to do it again. Here we go. Oh, this is great. Woo! Fun. Let's do it to it. All right. All right.
Yay!
Yes. Thank you guys so much for hitting that like button and getting us to 2 happy dances in one show.
Nice.
Amazing. Oh man, I love you guys so much. Oh, thank you guys so much for joining me. So, you know what? Now that it's down to just us, Cupcake, we haven't seen you in a while. What's been going on? Fill the people in. They're huge fans of the Frauditor News Network program. They want to know the scoop.
Well, hold on a second. I started making videos again because my voice came back, but then I had another issue where my tongue was getting swollen in places and it was really painful. I had this happen to me like 5 years ago, and I ended up at an oral surgeon who gave me a mouth rinse, and that worked and it took it away. It was great. But I think from all the stress when the month that my voice was out, it triggered it again. And it's been really, really bad. It's like you take it for granted when you eat. You know, your tongue just goes in certain directions, but when your tongue is like almost infected, it's excruciatingly painful. So I couldn't talk. I had to be very careful eating. It's been a disaster. I went to the oral surgeon, went back to him. He gave me an oral rinse that seemed to be working a little bit, but then it moved to my lip, and my lip got swollen.
Oh, no.
And that became very painful. So then it was my tongue and my lip. So I've been so out of it. I bought this over-the-counter stuff at Walgreens, or instant oral pain relief, which works, but it's not permanent. And I have another appointment with the oral surgeon on Tuesday. So,
it's weird. Okay. Oh my goodness.
And it's weird because like I'll eat something and I'll feel fine, but then everything is so sensitive that if I touch something too hard, like I scratch it or something with my teeth, or if what I'm eating is a little too hard and it scratches the side, it'll like swell up and become extremely painful, to the point where sometimes I couldn't even drink water because it just drinking water, putting anything in my mouth was so bad. So that's what I've been up to.
Oh man,
it's gotten to the point where my tongue is better with this stuff I've been taking over the counter, so I can at least talk. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with me. They're probably going to do a biopsy on Tuesday.
Oh wow!
What's going on? He didn't want to do it when I went the first time because like my tongue was like it was just so swollen and painful. He's like, I don't want to put you through that. So I go back Tuesday, and then I had an appointment with the ear, nose, and throat, and that was fun because.
What happened?
I have no idea.
So that
sorry, I muted myself for some reason. Sorry.
Okay.
So I had an appointment with the ear, nose, and throat, and I did a pre-registration online, and like, well, you have to pay $350 before you come here. And I was like, I don't.
Before you come?
Yeah, I've never experienced that. So I called the billing department. They're like, oh, I don't know. Just come here tomorrow and tell them to bill you. Like, I don't want to go there tomorrow and take off from work and then pay, parking and all that, and then to be told that I can't see the doctor because I don't have $350 to pay up front. So then I thought, the whole point was to stick a camera down my throat to see why my voice was hoarse. My voice wasn't hoarse anymore.
Okay, Maggie, listen. Big Pork Little Bite figured it out. It was voodoo trying to pull you.
Yeah, I could go with that. I could believe that.
And now it's time for him to be all pleased. Oh my goodness! So let's go ahead.
I got pissed at $350. I didn't want to take the chance of leaving work, taking sick time from work, going there, parking, going all around, and them saying, "Oh, well, you need $350. You can't see anyone." So I decided they don't need to go down my throat because my throat isn't hoarse anymore. My voice was back, so I canceled that appointment. So I still have the appointment with the ear, nose, and throat person on Tuesday. I'm assuming very much that they're going to do a biopsy. That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
this is the same thing I had like 5 years ago, only when he gave me the mouth rinse, it worked really well. This time it didn't work as well. And at one point, I scratched my lip. It was so weird. I scratched my lip on accident with my teeth. And I got this big swollen bump on my lip.
Ooh.
So I was rinsing with the mouth rinse that night. You have to rinse it for 90 seconds. it caused the entire side of my lip to swell up. And it was so bad that I stopped doing the mouth rinse. I actually stopped brushing my teeth for a while too, because like everything was just so painful.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully a good patient will cheer you up.
Yeah, so I was even debating today, but like thankfully the over-the-counter stuff, it's like instant oral relief. It's not instant when you put it on. It hurts like hell. Like if you have a cut and you put like alcohol or something on it, it hurts. It's kind of like that, but then it kind of numbs it and it feels better. So I can talk after that. But yeah, it's been a nightmare for the last 2 months.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
So be careful what you ask for, because now you got the answer.
Right. Oh no.
Yeah, thanks, Victor. The ENT doc can probably figure it out. I'm not looking forward to a biopsy, but whatever, it's only be for a few seconds.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It'll all be fine. Thoughts and prayers with Maggie, guys. Come on.
Thank you.
And
I feel like I feel like a baby. I'm like, like I'm all feeling sorry for myself. I'm like, it's not like I know if I have cancer or anything. It's just I can't eat or speak. My mouth hurts and my tongue hurts. But I'm like, it's so bad that I have every right to feel sorry for myself. Like my husband's like, going to the store. Do you want anything? I'm like, no, I can't eat anything. I can't have anything brush against the inside of my cheeks. Will swell up. Like anything that it touches, if it scratches it lightly, it'll just swell up. And depending on the area, if it's an area where I don't normally, like when I eat or drink, whatever, it doesn't normally touch, it'll just swell up and be uncomfortable. But if it's in an area like the inside of my mouth, like the tongue, whatever, any place that touches food or water will burn, and the pain will be so bad. So it's sharp. It's like someone stabbing me in the tongue. Anyway.
Ooh, that does not sound like fun at all. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Yeah, so that's why I started doing videos again, and I had to stop.
Oh dear. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thoughts and prayers. A round of applause for Cupcake. Let's hope she gets better.
Thank you.
And I don't know if you were aware of this, but my crows lately they found guns and now they're armed. Oh crap!
I've heard that before.
Damn crows.
So Hezekiah, you scared me when I came on this morning. You're like, oh, your voice is out again. I'm like, no. I was like, no, I finally got that fixed. No, a month without my voice. I was like, I don't want to go back. Actually, but that wasn't painful. I'd rather go back to that. I could eat and drink. I just couldn't talk. That sounded like a man or something, but couldn't really do videos. But that at least wasn't painful.
Well, you know what? It was just the very, very, like the first words that came out of your mouth, it sounded like you just needed a little bit,
Yeah, maybe.
But because you had voice problems before, last time I talked to you, I was like, uh-oh, are we still there,
I was like, oh my God. So now I'm going to have a hoarse throat, a swollen and painful tongue, and swollen and painful inside my mouth. I'm like, I'm just going to lay down and die. And you would think, okay, you know what, just drink liquids. But even drinking liquids is painful. Like anything touching it is just so painful.
Wow.
Man, that's terrible.
And I remember seeing this horror movie a long time ago where I forgot what it's called. They kept people underneath the house. And they would
people
cut
under
off
the stairs.
Yes. And they would cut off their tongues so they couldn't talk. And I'm like, you lucky bastards.
Oh no.
I was like, I remember sitting there in my recliner, I'm like, if I didn't have a tongue, it wouldn't hurt. I was like, wait a minute. No, that'd be worse. No, never mind.
Yes, indeed. Well, anyway, hopefully this Tazen will cheer you up. Let's let Voodoo get tortured for you. Here we go.
Thank you for your support. I haven't said anything just because I don't think people really want to know about my ailments.
No, are you kidding me? Our fans are your fans, man. These people love you. Come on.
And I know some people have it much worse than I do, and I feel like a little baby. Like these people have such real problems, so you can't eat and drink, but they have real world problems, and you're sitting there crying about that, and I feel stupid.
I'll tell you what. I've actually had this conversation just recently with Ray. Here's the thing. Everybody has different problems, and if you start layering them and basing them on things, then you're going to take away from your own issues. All right, granted, if you're talking about oh yeah, I have a swollen tongue. Oh yeah, I have, whatever my problem is or whatever this issue is or that issue. And someone's like, yeah, I know what that's like. Yesterday, I paid my pool boy to clean my private jet, the pool in my private jet, and he didn't quite finish it in less than 2 hours. Those are the kind of problems where it's like, yeah, okay, your problems don't matter. Shut the hell up. Go do your thing.
Right.
Like when it comes
Okay,
to like
so if you don't mind me bitching, you know how when you sleep and muscles move, that includes your tongue. I didn't know that my tongue moves in my sleep. I know because I wake up and my tongue is in a position where the worst part of it is now touching the side of my mouth, and I wake up in excruciating pain.
Oh no!
So there you go.
Right, exactly.
The point he's trying to make is you're still entitled to your problems.
Right.
I know. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, like my problems overall, with some other people's problems are nothing, and I
right. No, yeah.
I mean, look, I have a wonderful husband. I have a wonderful house, kittens, the cats. I mean, I have a great job. It's just like I don't want to be just concentrating on this one little thing and be like, poor me. I want to cut off my tongue, which I've done. So I hate being like that.
It's still a problem, though, and you're entitled to have it. Just because somebody else has 2 problems and you have 1 problem doesn't mean your 1 problem isn't worth you talking about and getting moral support for.
That's a good way of looking at it. Thank you.
That's right. So that's why what I wanted to do, for those of you who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, every month on this channel we do a giveaway. The grand prize this month is your own voodoo doll, handmade by Salacious, just like this one.
Thanks.
You can have one of your very own. There's different ways you can get your name entered into the drawing. First of all, anyone who donates to this channel in any amount automatically gets their name entered. But another way you could get your name entered if you want a chance to win your own voodoo doll is right now, I'm going to ask you to type something. It doesn't count until I hit the gavel. I'm going to give you a chance just for those people, if you're on your phones or tablets or whatever, give you a chance to type. Come up with something different every day because of what we just said. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is I want you to put 2 hearts in the chat if you love cupcake.
Aww.
Or I love cupcake will also count if you're having trouble finding your emojis. Either I love cupcake or 2 hearts. When I hit the gavel, the first 5 people who do that will get their names entered into this month's giveaway. Let me give you a chance to type. Do 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 do.
Leland's on the toilet.
What?
Leland Squirrel's on the toilet.
Yeah, she can't type right now because she's on the toilet. But she can type I'm on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I didn't even think about that, Joe.
I didn't think about that. All right.
That's pretty stupid. Like, oh, she can't type on the toilet. Why did she just type I'm on the toilet?
Oh, no.
You can type that you love cupcake.
Oh, wait a minute. What's worse than a giraffe with a sore throat? I don't know, Carl. What's worse than a giraffe with a sore throat?
Yeah, what's worse?
I don't know. Anyway, let me hit the gavel. Make it official.
First, yes.
All right.
Aw, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Look what you made me do. I made her miss. That's all right, Leland. We got you. You're on the list for this month from before. Leland's another big supporter of this channel. Love the Leland Squirrels. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, my wonderful, beautiful, fantastic producer, Ray, has been here begging me to get her name. She wants this voodoo doll. As far as she's concerned, she's going to win it because she really wants it bad. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, anyone who actually does want their own voodoo doll, if you don't win this month, there's 1 left that I'm going to give away in a future giveaway. We don't know exactly when yet because I'm going to base it on my sub count. Once my subs reach a certain level, then we'll start giving these away. All right, so where is it? What's worse than a giraffe with a sore throat? And the answer is a centipede with corns.
Huh? I didn't get that.
A centipede with corns. Imagine having
Oh, because he's got so many
1,000
feet.
and it hurts every time you try to walk on them.
Oh yeah, I guess I had to be okay. I got it now. You have to give me a minute.
Yeah. Everyone loves cupcakes. Look, we got the double hearts. We got the double hearts. We got the I love cupcakes. Oh my goodness, this is great. See, everybody loves you. Everybody
you,
that's
everyone.
here
That's
is a
awesome.
fan of you. Go ahead, hon. What were you saying?
Oh no, I just said that's awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, yes, yes. We all love and support you. And that's the thing. You never have to be shy when you're dealing with the Rash family because the majority of our fans are the same fans that are in your show all the time. Hey, everybody loves you. They all know you're the best. And you should see the support you get. And I'm sure you do the support you get every morning for the Cupcake Happy Dance.
Yeah,
And
I love that.
the amount of trouble I get in if I forget to do it. You have no idea. It's awesome.
I love to see all little cupcake emojis, little cupcake symbols.
Yes, those are great.
I think News Now Enemy does it, where there's just like 50 little cupcakes. I love that.
Yep. Oh my goodness. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, at that point, I think this is a good time as any to start wrapping things up. Don't forget, we got 2 live streams going on right now outside of this one that you guys could participate in. If you want to go ahead and hit Doc Danger and give him a rash raid, I'll go ahead and drop a link for that. That's our standard practice on Saturday night. Also, right now, a Marvel Girl is having her 12-hour charity live stream. I'll drop a link to that as well. Who knows? You might even want to hit both. Go ahead and hit these up with the rash raids. Thank you once again. Oh, that's right. I do owe you guys a tasing, don't I? Yeah, because we're asking Cupcake about her health problems. So let's go ahead and do the tasing. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Cupcake. Hey, listen, man. Look, I know you ain't been here for a while, but all you missed was me pooping in your soup. That's right. That's funny how you got poisoned. Yeah. How did you like the taste of that, huh, lady? Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I scooped up your cat liver and put some of that in there, too. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Did you like that, Az? Was that a good bit? What?
Yeah, he deserved that.
Sorry. It's a live show. We can't be perfect every time, all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, once again at oh, wait a minute. Cast Graphics for $4.99. Love you, Cupcake.
Aw,
We need a
thank
happy
you.
dance. All right, here we go, Cass. Thank you so much. Here's your happy dance. All right, yes.
Olay.
All right, so like I said, go ahead and hit up Doc Danger with the Rash Raid, and don't forget to also check out a Marvel Girl stream. They've been on all freaking day. They're doing a 12-hour stream. It's amazing. In the meantime, round of applause once again for you guys, the greatest fans in the world.
Best fans ever. Yes.
Round of applause for my beautiful co-host, Frauditors Network.
Thank you.
My gorgeous producer, Ray Ray.
Ray Ray, yes. Love Ray Ray. Ray Ray is awesome.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you later. See you guys.
Wait.
Yes.
Last but not least, come on, the host, Hezekiah, everybody. Big hand for Hezekiah.
Thank you. I try my best, as you can attest. All right. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Bye. Love you guys.
Bye, everyone.